Today's video is the Glycerin Skin Protectant Showdown. I'm going to be comparing and contrasting Roche Posay Cicaplast Gel B5 to Prequel Skin Utility Gel. How did these compare? Which one is better? Is there even really that much of a difference between the two? Glycerin, it's a humectant commonly found in a variety of different types of skincare products. It helps your skin retain moisture better. This is ultimately beneficial because water is very important for the natural turnover processes of the epidermis to ensue. The enzymes in your skin that dictate this process rely on water to function optimally. When the water content in your skin drops, this is what leads to a buildup of dry or rough skin texture. Glycerin is also very helpful for healing, so it's a great ingredient in products aimed for cuts and scrapes. Glycerin is on the FDA monograph as a skin protectant when included in products between 20 to 45% strength. Skin protectants limit penetration of irritants into the skin, so they protect the skin from the outside world. They also help to improve water retention within the skin by forming a semi-occlusive barrier on the skin surface. I'm a big fan of using skin protectants in areas where you have a lot of friction on the skin, like under the arms, between the thighs. They're also really great for the delicate skin around the eyes, which is vulnerable to irritation. Glycerin is not the only ingredient that is a skin protectant. You also have dimethicone, you have petrolatum, and a lot of people like to use zinc oxide diaper rash cream as a skin protectant as well. The Roche Posay Cicaplast Gel is a 21% glycerin gel. Prequel Skin Utility Gel is a 20% glycerin. Ooh, 1% less glycerin. Honestly, I don't really think that makes a huge difference in the long run. Both of these products have panthenol, a B vitamin that's really helpful for healing and moisturizing the skin. And they have dimethicone. Now, dimethicone is also a skin protectant. It is a silicone. It has more of a lightweight feel to it. It provides slip and glide to the skin surface, cutting down on friction. It also helps reduce transepidermal water loss, so it's great for cutting down on dryness. Dimethicone tends to have more of a lightweight feel to it, depending, of course, on the overall formulation of the product. Here's where they start to get a little different. The Roche Posay Cicaplast Gel has sodium hyaluronate, the salt of hyaluronic acid, another humectant. Hyaluronic acid complements glycerin in terms of helping to improve water content in the skin. One's not necessarily better than the other, and the two actually pair quite nicely together to create a formula that is, well, hydrating. My understanding, although I'm not a cosmetic formulator, hyaluronic acid is a pricier ingredient in comparison to glycerin, but they're both fantastic ingredients. Prequel Skin Utility Gel, however, does not have hyaluronic acid. The Roche Posay Cicaplast Gel has madecassoside, a compound that comes from centella. This is a botanic ingredient that is anti-inflammatory and may be helpful for healing and skin barrier recovery. There is no madecassoside in the Prequel Skin Utility Gel. The Roche Posay Cicaplast Gel also has copper gluconate and zinc gluconate. These are ingredients that have some anti-inflammatory properties to them and are important for the function of an antioxidant enzyme, superoxide dismutase. These ingredients are also very helpful for wound healing, so ideal in a product aimed at improving healing of cuts and scrapes. There is no copper gluconate or zinc gluconate in Prequel Skin Utility Gel. But something Prequel is offering that La Roche-Posay Cicaplast Gel is not is niacinamide, another B vitamin that, in my opinion, is an underrated ingredient provided you tolerate it. Niacinamide is anti-inflammatory. It's an antioxidant, so it can help reduce oxidative stress in the skin that would otherwise slow down the healing process. But niacinamide also helps your skin barrier be better, ultimately helping in the long run with reducing irritation and helping with moisture retention. Niacinamide is also very helpful for calming down redness, and it can be super helpful for skin prone to hyperpigmentation because it disrupts the transfer of pigment packets from the pigment-producing cells melanocytes to the neighboring keratinocytes. There's no niacinamide on La Roche Posay Cicaplast Gel. In addition to panthenol, Prequel Skin Utility Gel also has panthenyl triacetate, another form of panthenol. So there are essentially 3 B vitamins in Prequel Skin Utility Gel, 2 forms of panthenol, and niacinamide, whereas La Roche Posay Cicaplast Gel just has panthenol. So just a subtle difference between the two. Prequel Skin Utility Gel also has this interesting antioxidant, naringenin. Man, that's a mouthful. This is an antioxidant that comes from citrus fruits like grapefruit, orange. Antioxidants, again, are helpful for cutting down on oxidative stress that could otherwise slow down the healing pathways. How do these products compare in terms of performance? If you are new here, welcome. Earlier this year, I actually discovered La Roche Posay's Cicaplast Cicaplast Gel for the first time and discovered, for me personally, it works really, really well around my eyes, under my eyes especially. I find that when I use this product, it helps plump the skin there, improve moisture retention as it's intended to, and it also just kind of smooths out the appearance of the skin. It has a subtle under eye brightening effect. And I noticed after I finished an entire bottle of it, when I stopped using it for several months, that effect went away. But then I reintroduced it into my routine and wham bam, thank you ma'am, I get the same results. So it's definitely something unique to that product. Cicaplast Gel is great for healing cuts and scrapes, helping to improve the final appearance perhaps of a scar. Anywhere where you have a lot of skin irritation, this could be used. Likewise, the Skin Utility Gel from Prequel is intended to be used the same way. When I saw that Prequel had a product that looked very similar, I was motivated to try it out and see if I got similar results. So just a note about the Prequel Utility Gel in comparison to the Roche Posay Cicaplast Gel. They look and feel on first squeeze out on your finger pretty much identical. However, I noticed when I apply the Prequel Skin Utility Gel ever so slightly, a touch bit more lightweight, fluid in consistency. It does not have as much viscosity, as much grip as the Cicaplast Gel, but you really have to be paying attention to note this difference. It's very subtle, and I attribute that to the fact that they just have different ingredients overall, so they're going to have slightly different textures. Both of these products are fragrance-free. The Roche Posay Cicaplast Gel has no odor. However, I noticed that the Skin Utility Gel kind of has a bit of a fruity aroma to it. Aside from the fact that I found the Prequel Skin Utility Gel to be a touch bit more lightweight, I mean barely perceptible, I honestly didn't find it to be as wow in terms of the under eye brightening effect. But in using it around my eyes, I did find it to be very effective for reducing eyelid irritation, keeping the eyelids skin moisturized, smooth, supple. I just didn't quite get as much bang for my buck in terms of the under eye brightening effect. And I don't know if that's related to the fact that perhaps the Cicaplast Gel has hyaluronic acid in it, and so upon applying it, maybe just subtle differences in the overall formula, perhaps I am getting a touch bit more in the realm of light scattering. But the ultimate outcome of improving moisture retention, smoothing the skin surface, protecting the skin from irritants is the same between the two products. Overall, I think they're both excellent and I really like them. Now, I know many of you are wondering, why choose a Glycerin skin protectant when there are so many other skin protectants out there? Like, why this one versus, say, just Vaseline petroleum jelly? Well, it's all going to boil down to personal preference, and I think that the glycerin-based skin protectants are a lot more comfortable on oily skin. They feel very hydrating, they're lightweight, they're not greasy, they don't make your skin look super shiny, and so I think that is preferable for many. Like petrolatum, glycerin is a very affordable ingredient. There are also straight up dimethicone-based skin protectants like La Roche Posay's Cicaplast Balm or the Monistat Chafing Relief Powder Gel I have talked about on here before. I really like dimethicone-based skin protectants. I find that they offer a nice amount of slip and glide to the skin surface, and they also provide this pore blurring effect, which I especially get with the Monistat Powder Relief. A lot of people are interested in using diaper rash cream as a skin protectant, which is a great option, honestly, especially for areas like under the arms that are vulnerable to a lot of chafing. Using a zinc oxide diaper rash cream, however, during the day, it's going to leave a white film on the skin surface, which you may not desire. The glycerin-based skin protectants, here, the La Roche Posay and Prequel ones, they don't show up on the skin. They're clear, they're colorless, so you don't see any kind of white film. Money talks, product performance whispers. So that being said, what is the price breakdown like between the two? All right, so the Cicaplast Gel is $22.99 for 1.35 ounces. The Prequel Skin Utility Gel is $18 for 1.7 ounces. So Prequel is going to be about $10.59 per ounce versus La Roche Posay $17.03 per ounce. When you do it per ounce, it really sounds like a lot more. So at the end of the day, if you're somebody who really likes using a glycerin-based skin protectant and you go through it a lot because you're using it to multiple different areas multiple times a day, well, then you might want to go with a less expensive version. However, if you're someone, which I know many of you are, who is sensitive to niacinamide, you find it burns and stings, you're going to want to avoid the Prequel one, and you're going to want to choose the La Roche Posay product, which does not have niacinamide. However, if you're someone who's sensitive to, say, madecassoside, you found that you don't get along with compounds from Centella, maybe you have an allergy to them, them. You're going to want to avoid the La Roche Posay one and try the Prequel one. It does not have that. They're both really good products. If you don't have issues with any of these ingredients, then try both of them out and see what you think in terms of a difference. But for me personally, I found that they're both really good, but I'm going to stick with the La Roche Posay one because, like I said, I get a little bit more bang for my buck in terms of the under eye brightening effect with that compared to the Prequel one, but they're both really good. If you're not using this around the eyes like I am, you're using it, say, maybe for irritation on the face related to healing acne or irritation from, say, a topical retinoid, and you want some form of a skin protectant to help that heal faster, you might be more interested in the Prequel product that has niacinamide, especially if you're someone whose skin tends to heal with hyperpigmentation. That niacinamide is going to be very helpful in this product, and it is not present in the La Roche Posay one. So it boils down to you, your preferences, what you're looking for, but they're both excellent. I take a tiny amount, not very much at all, which, as a side note, is one of the reasons why I'm fine paying the markup on the La Roche Posay product, because it takes me a long time to go through it. Just a tiny amount. I put the dot under my eye and then I pat it into the under eye area and take it up to the upper lid. You want to make sure you're not using a big glob to the point where if you can actually see the product, like, you want to avoid putting a big glob. You want to avoid putting such a thick glob on the skin. If it looks like something that you could go back with your finger and rub off and get product on your finger, that's too much and you risk it seeping into your eyes. Also, avoid applying it within a millimeter of the lash line. That also can help cut down on the risk of it getting into your eye. Either of these products is going to be a reasonable choice for dry skin, oily skin, combination skin, sensitive skin, eczema, rosacea. Of course, everyone's skin is different in terms of what ends up working out for them, but there's nothing in particular about the ingredients in either of these products that is necessarily contraindicated for any skin type, skin issue per se. And in fact, either of these products can be particularly helpful for skin barrier issues, dryness, irritation that many skin conditions deal with. All right, guys, so that's the Glycerin Skin Protectant Showdown. I hope this video was informative, especially if you were interested in a glycerin skin protectant and you're kind of trying to decide which one. On the end slide, I'm actually going to link my recent video reviewing many of Prequel's other skincare products. As a brand, I really have enjoyed pretty much everything that I have tried from them. So watch that one next if you're curious about any of their other products. I'll put it on the end slide. Just tap on the thumbnail and it'll take you right to the video. But if you guys enjoyed this one, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.